Hello, my name is Reg, and you're watching Shattered Dungeons. Somewhere.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry we are a few minutes late. Super important stuff. We have a large group of people tonight. If you're watching live or watching on our YouTube channel, check them out. Look at them all. That's the wrong direction. There we go. They do. We are Shattered Dungeons. We play an indie RPG called Shattered Dawn every Tuesday night. And tonight, we have a very important thing in store for all of us, really, I think. First and foremostly, you'll notice two people wearing them, myself included. But check out these Vanessa shirts. Bloop, bloop, blop, bleep. They are for sale on our website, shatteredtabletopgames.com/shop. You can get one, use ARC3 as a promo code, and you get some discounts there. So go do that. If you haven't become a patron, I'm going to take a moment to talk very briefly about our Patreon page, because I decided something, and I'm apologizing now for it. But basically, with Critical Dawn, our second show, I'll explain that in a moment. I am going to be releasing some of the inspiration music that I have used for Critical Dawn. And the reason for that is because during Critical Dawn, there is going to be a radical music change using some old songs that I've written as inspiration. So if you are curious as to what they may sound like the original inspo for them, I will post them on our Patreon page for everyone to enjoy and laugh at me for.
Would you call it a dramatic departure in tone?
Absolutely. It takes, so if you're listening right now, you got the music going and it's kind of like a vibey and all that. It basically does a stark 180 and it's radically different. I'm very proud of it, to say the least. So tune in live tomorrow. We're not live, but it's a pre-recorded show. Tune in for the premiere tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/shatteredtabletopgames. And if you like that show and want to see more stuff like that, you can support the channel by becoming a subscriber on Twitch. So if you haven't already, go do that. Thanks. I'm going to wait while you sit and go do that right now. I'm kidding. Lastly, we have a wonderful dice giveaway tonight. They are blue dice with gold numbers. Check them out. We will be doing that giveaway a little bit later in the show. But the biggest announcement, and for those of you watching, I'm sure you see, so I'm sure you're curious as to who the heck that guy is. We are joined by one of the co-creators of Shattered Dawn tonight, Andrew Bradfeud.
I didn't know you were a co-creator.
Oh, yeah, I'm a co-creator.
Cool.
Introduce Heather. We wanted it to be a surprise, honestly.
Yeah, to everybody. Everybody needed to be surprised.
We weren't distracted.
So everything that we play in for Shattered Dawn, all the world lore, all the species, the countries, all that stuff, was written by Andrew himself. And Andrew has been working steadfastly on a novel about the Azure Queen, which you're telling me. Oh, you took a nap.
A lot, David.
It's okay. Well, it's mostly done and it's in editing mode right now, which is super awesome. It's a great book. When it finally comes out, I'm going to be stoked to share it with everybody because you've done a great job, man. You really have. I appreciate that. Been wonderful to read.
Unpaid, still watching, Dave.
We'll talk about that in our post show. No. So we're gonna jump right in. We got a lot to cover tonight. Hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Watch Andrew, by the way. He's over there on that side. Andrew is the skeleton in our intro video, so enjoy that. Bye.
Long ago, a powerful spellcaster by the name of Vezifal began to study the secrets of immortality. For years he researched, then finally had a breakthrough. He performed the ritual and became a lich. After years of pillaging and war, he grew bored and retired to his tower. It was then he decided to build a dungeon.
There are those of you out there who said I could not design the perfect dungeon, Vanessa. But I proved them all wrong. We got demons, we got dragons, we got undead, we even got unpaid interns. Head on down, because
This is Shattered Dungeons. This is Shattered Dungeons.
Welcome back, everybody. It worked. I made some adjustments to accommodate the vast number of people on stream tonight. We are Shattered Dungeons. We love you, and please continue to watch us.
Platonically, and maybe more if you play your cards right.
All I'm saying is Sog will do stuff for $20. So, if you like the show, you could be a subscriber on I don't know, something. A subscriber on Twitch or a patron on Patreon. We are supported by
$5 passion and envelope. Your call.
Exactly.
Send us just a little thumbs up every once in a while via mail.
Exactly. Yeah. If you could use smoke signals to, Morse code to us. Smoke
Open
signals.
my mailbox and there's just like
Signals. Did I say snow?
I don't know. Maybe.
I could have.
Yes, this show, this episode, like all episodes, are sponsored by our patrons and our subscribers. So thank you. Special stuff for patrons. Go, if you skipped past the intro, go back and listen to it, because there's special stuff coming along. Tonight we have a wonderful, interesting show. I'll let you be the judge. But we are joined by a vast group of people. I'm gonna just go by what I see on the screen that you're watching. Tonight we have Grunkle, played by Dion.
Hello, everybody. I'm Grunkle, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm sorry. I know what's happening. It's been something organized by Jordan, I'm pretty sure. We're not doing that.
Doing what?
We have Toby, played by Jordan.
oh, hey there, Toby Gunderson. Real pleasure to meet you. And I've been waiting for this moment.
No! I'm out. We have Sog, played by Sog.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sog. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
For those of you who don't know, I despise Phil Collins. We have Shorty, played by Heather.
You know, I'm a girl that might be on your mind. I'm Shorty.
We have Cypress, played by Rachel.
Hello, I'm Cypress. I don't know. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Right.
And we have Vezifal, played by Andrew.
I am the Lich, and who put these bushes in front of my beautiful dungeon?
Thank you. Thank you for not using a Phil Collins lyric, though I'm pretty
Honestly,
confident.
I lost track of the song.
That's good then. Good for me at least. So
Good for you, not for me. I'm doing terrible.
It'll be fine. So we got a lot of fun things in store. We're gonna pick it up on the heels of last episode. Real quick before we get started, fun little tidbit. I've written nothing down. These are my notes. It's empty. We're
So
about
we're
to have a
helping
very
Toby
fun.
date Vanessa, is what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Is
no,
what we're
yeah.
doing.
Thank
You
you.
finally come there.
Oh my
You
gosh.
have my blessing.
Collins
Get her
Phillip,
out of my office.
1981. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Who has done this? Who?
Oh, that's awesome.
That is the
Takes it to a whole new level.
best. This is so much better than
Oh
the
my
Miami Vice
goodness.
season 2.
Mopar money, man. It's so true. Anywho, look, so we're gonna pick it up on the heels of last episode. We the pilot episode of Critical Dawn starred 4 well-rounded adventurers, and they entered the dungeon, and the dungeon interns plus Jim brutally murdered them, except for Zumi, who they took to the dungeon. So that's always cool. Now, the thing that needs to get decided here, the thing Jim asked Grunkle and Sog is, Oi, what are we gonna do with these bodies? Don't all chime in at once then.
Well, there's too many men.
I thought it was rhetorical.
Too many people.
Such a big word.
Making too many problems.
Well, yeah, I wasn't homeschooled. I say we eat them.
Are you saying, Grunkle, there's just no love to go around?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Just
you know
another
what,
day.
We repurpose everything here, so why don't we find something to feed them to, and then take the skeletons and put them in a room with the other skeletons that they were beating on, and we'll have more skeletons to stop the next group coming through.
Do you think the bushes would eat the dead people? I can ask
One way to
them.
find out.
I mean,
They're very nice to me.
if
They
you
like
want to
me.
go that route, we could always hand them to Chef Brittlestink.
Oh, that is true. We could do that.
And you know, when he's not gonna use the bones, so like if once he's done, the bones can still go be new skellies, right?
I love Chef Brittlesteak, but I don't want to provide him meat that I don't want to eat.
I mean, he could
Say,
feed it to. I guess we should. Maybe.
he feeds us.
You raise a good point, Grunkle. I think the probably the best way to go about this then is to have some of the other interns go and find some rabid wolves and maybe keep them as pets.
I know of a rabid wolf.
Do you now?
Cool.
I think you might want to judge your next words carefully, good buddy.
She was
Who's the
rabid.
rabbit wolf? Oh. Are you talking about me? That's so sweet that you think I'm rabid.
Are you here now? Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I walked in. I was on vacation. You don't remember?
I remember dying twice. No thanks to you.
I've been meaning to ask you about your dying.
How do you die? You're
Like
you.
so, you might say I've died a few times, but what'd you see? Because the last time I got that really big guy with the really big flaming sword, and he's like, "Hey, we're all full up here. You gotta go back now."
Yes, is there a puppet afterlife? Like, what does that look like? Is it just is it a warm dryer? Like, what do you... Oh, okay. Okay. And? Nothing?
It's terrible.
That's
I
sad.
wish I could say that.
Were you like
I have an idea.
shoved in a drawer?
Maybe, you know what, maybe.
In the door, he just sort of fell over and then popped back up. That's
Yeah.
Oh.
I keep coming back to life. I'm apparently immortal in here.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not. So.
Well, I'll send some of the other interns out to go get some wolves to feed the meat to, and I'll have Brittlestink kind of clean it. And then we'll get Shaman Delog to go ahead and summon them as skeletons. I think that'll be good for morale around here.
No.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Yes.
The look on the adventurers' faces when they're like, I'm gonna go open this door. Ooh, there could be treasure in here, and instead it's just a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something.
How did the wolves get in there? They don't have opposable thumbs.
Well, I'm gonna go tell Regent Regis of the good news that we've dealt with our first adventurers. Why don't you all go get prepared? I'm sure, Regis will want to speak to everybody once all the things have been taken care of. So why don't you all go gather and maybe meet back here in the morning?
Okay.
Okay.
What about the sleepy one? The one that survived?
She's in the dungeon block, in the cell.
She's probably sleeping, would be my understanding.
Really? She's kind of like a pet. Just gotta feed her, I guess.
Cool.
All right.
I did not consent to snuggles, and that happened.
Oh, you are Downy Fresh.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
It doesn't look like you would.
Go. We'll meet in the morning back here.
Okay.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what can I help you with?
Now, did I hear correctly that you died too during that little skirmish?
Yes, he did.
I don't recall dying ever. Yeah.
No, you died.
No, I healed up. I've fallen unconscious.
No, but I'm pretty sure you died one of those times, is what I heard.
Let me think.
I'm pretty sure you just fell unconscious. Sog came in with the heal at the tail end there.
Yeah.
Man, you're old. You forget everything.
So, you spend the rest of the evening kind of relaxing after a really rough experience. And then you wake up in the morning refreshed, renewed, having
like
recycled. Yeah. And so you gather back in the main entryway. Regent Regis stands in front of Jim, and they appear to be fairly nervous. You definitely get the sense that something is going on, though it's unclear what is actually going on. And so, as you guys approach and kind of take your spot, Jim goes, "Boy, listen, I told Regis about everything that happened. He was excited, exhilarated. I know I'm speaking on your behalf. Do you want to just tell them?" "No, you do it!" "Fine. Regis, he was ecstatic, so he told Lich Vezifal, and he's on the way right now."
What did he tell him there? Good news, right? Good stuff?
I told him my favorite interns took care of a nasty little group of adventurers, and we took one hostage.
Okay, so good news, not like it's a poor performance report.
No, but, this is the first time Lich Vezifal's been here in, a while. So,
what did it look like last time he was here? Like, do we have to point out everything that's new, or will he, like, understand?
Last time he was here, needless, I don't want to talk about it.
You okay? You seem to be suffering from some sort of traumas.
I'm on edge!
We got that.
So, just, try and make a good impression is all I'm saying, okay?
Okay.
I got a quick question for Daroon. I'm just extra curious. Are me and Sag the only ones who've died and come back?
Yeah, What?
Jim, have you died? Mr. Regis, sir, have you died?
I'm way too powerful to have died. And I'm immortal! Kind of.
Does that mean you could die, but you would just pop back like I do, or you just don't do the dying part?
What box did you check on the paperwork?
You know, I don't know, but I should ask that fella. One of the last times I went up there was this bald man with glasses, and he just said, "You'll be in my heart no matter what they say." And I was like, okay, that's
He's
unusual.
coming! Quickly! Be quiet! Everyone bow down! On your knees! Everybody!
I don't have knees.
Regent Regis kind of takes a knee in preparation. Jim takes a knee, and they kind of all, everybody's just like, floor. Very prominently honoring as Lich Vezifal walks through the horde of skeletons, now featuring David, Davy, and Ix, into the room. It is silent as Lich Vezifal stands before the group. What do you say, Lich Vezifal?
Everything here seems so much smaller than the last time I was here.
It's the same size, I promise.
Is it possible that you have grown larger in power and/or stature?
Shut up! You are an intern!
What's he got?
I don't know what that one is, but I like it.
I'm a ghost.
I have
nice to meet you.
Grown much more powerful in stature and power.
You look
Thank
it.
you.
You look.
Thank you.
Wow.
You got a real healthy.
So tall. Yes.
Appreciation.
Can feel it from here. It's amazing to stand in your presence.
I've been working on it, and I'm glad that you could feel it.
Yeah, it's quite pungent.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they can feel is your butt with their lips right now.
Thanks for calling it as you see it there, Grunkle.
Regis, why don't you show me around my dungeon?
Yes, my lord, I'd love to. Actually, these esteemed interns are the one who killed the adventurers that came through. They even took one hostage. So I think it might be best, if that's okay with you, my lord, that they give the tour of the dungeon.
Wow. Good job. Way to kiss him.
Get the number of the bus we were just thrown under.
But Regis, I do so enjoy your company.
I will certainly tag along. Yes, I'd love to be on the tour with you.
You should take notes.
I would love to take notes.
There might be stuff.
Regis Goldman here, he loves writing things down. Talking about all the time that he's
Shorty,
that he's always writing things in.
Shorty, as my official assistant, I will give you the pad of paper and the quill to take notes upon.
There's a problem with that.
Sure.
Her left and the quill in her right, the two shall never meet.
I think we have a few.
Do my best.
Aren't you the one that took notes for me in the dungeon in the second level?
Probably.
Hey,
I did fine.
Mr. Lich there, sir. I got a quick question if that's okay.
And I have a quick answer.
There's this girl that's been on my mind all the time. Vanessa deal.
Vanessa?
Yeah, she seems to be worked up in quite a tizzy trying to impress you there. And I'm just wondering if you think she's doing a good job there. Because I think we would all agree she's trying her hardest, right, everybody? And that maybe if you're not interested in her, maybe tell her that so she will console herself in the incorporeal arms of another. Could be anyone. Who knows who I'm talking about?
I have no idea who you are talking about. There are so many ghosts wandering these dungeons.
Yep.
Right, Regis?
So many.
You hired the ghosts, right?
I mean,
I have been steadfastly working on hiring ghosts. The problem though is they're all for it. Everyone loves to be part of the dungeon, but it's hard to pay them.
It's hard to pin them down, you might say.
We don't pay any of the interns.
Well, no, the ghosts need to be paid. You insisted upon it.
Paid?
I get paid.
Got paid.
I'd like to be paid, please.
That's
get paid.
Interns, listen. That's why I was asking which books you checked on your internship paperwork.
I checked the one that said I get paid.
Did Vanessa not go over the
I couldn't reach that box.
I couldn't reach that.
R.I.P.
Do we have balls down here?
It's just, if she called me, I'd be there. I'd come running anywhere. She's all I need.
For clarity's sake, my lord, when we hired the interns, brought them on, you told me specifically to offer them 2 packages. One was one was the paid package, and the other.
Yeah.
So there's
You're
both
saying a lot of
boxes on the
words.
paperwork.
You're saying a lot of words, Regis, but you didn't answer the question. Did they read the contract?
Did you all read the contract?
Yes.
To be fair, my eyes don't technically exist.
Yes.
I read my contract. I read it.
Vanessa went over it with all of you.
No.
Absolutely.
Vanessa
Word for
is
word.
worthless.
I agree. A sock.
Maybe.
Maybe we could take a different approach there about that. I would say that, maybe in a state of overwork, that she could probably use an assistant, and that would help clear up any clerical errors.
If Vanessa then went over everything with you all, except for the likes of, what's your name there, friend?
You gotta be more specific, Darren.
Which
We are all friends here.
The one with the hat.
Oh, me.
You gotta be more specific.
Did not know we were friends.
Everybody in the dungeon is a friend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been getting along since day one.
I wouldn't go that far, but
That's gonna be a poster in the hallways before you know it.
Yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden, it smells like a lot of.
Oh, that's just the decaying corpses in the other room. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Regis was part bull for a second.
No, I don't think he doesn't look it. Maybe he has a little tail.
Did you ask me?
I can provide some clarity. Yes, Lord Vezifal, Vanessa went over the internship paperwork with all of the interns. But, to be fair,
boss.
the most recent batch, we did not give them the choice for the alternate package to try and save some funds until some of the adventures came through. So, no, they are not getting paid. They have the resurrection package.
I'm getting paid.
Wait,
Except for her.
I get
I
paid.
get resurrected on my own just fine.
And whose fault was it for not asking the question then?
Okay,
Right.
you know what? I'm just gonna keep floating into Bonesy's liquor supplies and getting drunk for free. That's my package. Check.
I have a question.
Is that why
How
the bar is
much?
losing money?
How much is the
actually, To
resurrection?
be fair, I can't carry any of it with me. I just float it. I'm intoxicated and float out, and the will stay the same.
One at a time, Grunkle. You had your
Grunkle's
hand
going.
up first.
Go, Grunkle.
I'm wondering how much can we purchase resurrections ad hoc if we chose not to get the resurrection package? Or is that something like I'm just trying to understand how much the resurrection package is worth compared to labor.
Regis looks at Lich Vezifal.
I guess I can take that up with Vanessa.
Repeat the question.
Jeez, I just don't care anymore.
Can we purchase? I was wondering if we could purchase resurrections ad hoc if we chose not to get the resurrection package.
Yeah, like what's the going price on a life?
Priceless, honestly. But
For everything else, you'll need MasterCard. I understand.
What's in your wallet?
Nothing, I'm very poor.
I'll keep the resurrection package.
Go speak to Vanessa.
Okay.
Of course.
Happily go.
Is there a package that I don't have to speak to Vanessa?
Toby starts fighting.
You're giving me a tour. Eventually, we'll run into Vanessa.
God, I hope so. She's a lovely lady.
I am not looking forward to it.
Like I said, you just turn.
We'll take the notes.
You just turn her down gently, and some strapping young ghost will be there to pick up the pieces.
All right, you all have fun on your tour. I'm gonna do some paperwork.
He enters his office.
He's not doing paperwork.
Alright, so the tour begins. Interns, lead the way.
Yeah. Well,
I guess you saw all the openings of the dungeon with the bushes and the pit trap and the bonesies and the big saw blade thingy that spins in circles. That killed me real good once. That was fun.
That was all Jim's idea.
All good stuff.
I did see it. I did have a question about the pit.
Oh yeah.
What about that, Derek?
Go ahead.
How is it supposed to work?
It's simple. There's a rug over it, and unsuspecting adventurers just stroll across the rug, fall into the pit, land on the spikes.
You got that.
Die.
There's that statue there, and there's a little plaque on it with words you just can't make out unless you come up real close to it. So the idea is that their curiosity gets the better of them, and they're like, "Oh, I want to see what that says." They don't pay attention to the rug, and boom, Bob's your uncle.
And dead.
And dead. I like that part.
After suffering for hours.
It was dead.
Regis, how did the tests of this rug trap go?
From the reports I read, we almost killed a sock.
That is accurate.
That is wholly accurate. Yeah.
I thought we had another test too. Did we put rats or something? The
document definitely said that we summoned a gorilla from the woods. And the gorilla walked onto the rug and fell to their death. And then they got back up, climbed all the way back up, and then fell in again.
And when the adventurers raided our base, did any of them?
Well,
it did.
From what Jim was saying, it was, in fact, one of them did die. There was a small set of children that fell into the trap.
What?
Wait.
I'm taking those for the cookie supplies.
Adventurers are bringing children into dungeons?
My assumption was that they just had that there plot armor, but
it's hard to get
we were the bad guys.
babysitters.
They were talking about
My
something.
lord, you told us to put on the flyer that it was a family dungeon.
I did hear one of them talking about he works for an organization that helps the disenfranchised, parentally challenged youth.
Now, are we sure that these children weren't Lamkai?
I mean, that's always
fairly positive. Actually,
they're dead. So if they were Lamkai, they're not here anymore.
They used to be.
They used to be Lamkai.
Okay, then I have no more questions.
Good.
I got a question. What's your favorite beverage?
What is your favorite color?
Are you?
I say that as an intro. I asked Mr. Lich, sir, his favorite beverage as we enter Bonesy's Tavern as a segue to say that this here is Bonesy's Tavern.
Ah, Bonesy.
He's a wonderful establishment.
This is where we hang out every once in a while and make really bad decisions.
Hey, where'd all the graffiti go?
This here is just another day in paradise.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you try and summon the musical,
Nice, Grunkle.
they get offended.
There was graffiti in here, and now it's gone, and I'm upset.
This place seems pretty clean.
There's blood on
It's
the
only 'cause
floor
you're
over
here.
there.
Why is there blood on the
normal.
floor?
It's a bar.
Ambiance.
Hold on, I think I see some of the summoning graffiti they left behind there. Says, though there's no one there to guide you, no one to take your hand, but with faith and understanding, you'll journey from boy to man.
All right.
It's
lovely.
It's not very
That's
good.
a lot of graffiti.
I think they're trying to summon the Philip Collins there.
Oh.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
You
Make it real good music.
He and I, that demon, we share something in common.
What?
We both divorced our ex-wives Jill via fax machine.
Oh. Fascinating.
It's a fax machine.
Oh, it is a unique
Sorg,
device.
I actually, that is your name, right, Sorg?
Yeah, it's like rhymes with sock. It's pretty easy to remember.
Doesn't rhyme.
Think twice.
Sorg, listen, what a fax machine is someone who sits there and tells you facts.
Oh! How do I get that job? I know lots of facts.
I can do you.
What'd you say, Shorty?
Bonesy streets. Or the road.
Number one fact. Shorty is an easy lover.
It's all in the
Where's that a number one fact? That's a good one.
Yes, my lord.
Bonesy, how is business here?
Terrible. Same people every day.
Business sucks.
Really?
What?
You got any complaints?
Absolutely. I complain all the time. There's not enough money, not enough people. People getting fights. I had 3 people die the other day from these jokers.
These
As I
jokers.
said, there's already too many people making too many problems.
Got him!
All right.
I'm just gonna quit stream.
Explain to me how you killed 3 people in here.
We
Did the
just
reincarnation not take effect?
we don't know our own strength.
I mean, one of them did come back as a zombie.
And then died.
One of them was Toby.
Oh yeah, I've died in here a couple times, but
Yeah.
Really?
But that doesn't count.
My lord, they were the first batch of interns, the one that were getting paid. They were onboarded with this fine werewolf lady.
So, if you think about it,
It doesn't really matter.
You don't have to pay those fellas.
They were doing a horrible job anyway.
Yeah, you saved the revenue from them. They're dead now.
Speaking of horrible jobs,
So,
I did get the report about the raid. Only 3 interns went to their posts that day.
hey, I was one of them.
3 of the best interns we have.
What about the others?
Well, I can explain my part in it. See, in my contract, I wrote in that I get a week off of paid time off, every once in a while. So I took my PTO and I went outside. I ran in the forest on all 4s. It was very freeing. You should all try it. Okay?
All right, you are excused.
Oh, thank you.
But what about the others?
I
am mediocre.
I did some research, and I know what happened to Shorty. She's a little embarrassed to tell you. She may have accidentally gotten stuck in the broom closet and couldn't reach the handle. It's a trigger handle, not a top hand. Not the lever.
So sad.
It's real easy for her. the turning ones, that's the trouble. And, it's something we might want to look into replacing just for ease.
Yeah.
How did you get out?
Mediocre, but I'll take your heart and you won't feel it.
Are you coming on to me? Because
I dislike this so much.
You know what? I've never divorced a snake woman before.
I won't always be a snake woman. I will grow up someday.
Ooh.
Something else.
Are you saying you're underage? Because I don't need that trouble.
I'm not sure. I'm just mediocre.
License and registration, please.
That explains this group, but what about the other interns?
Well,
What other intern?
we don't know their business.
They're all kind of
Dead.
dead.
All right.
Survival of the fit.
All of them?
Well, most of them.
Enough of
So
them.
there are some. Though there are some who
No,
did
they
not
won't.
go to their posts.
Well, we work in shifts, so there's like ones that work mostly on the first half of the day. They're long shifts, right? They're like 12-hour shifts, and by the second
27
half.
hours.
So I don't know that you can fault the ones that were not on shift. But as far as the others, I can take care of those problems for you. You just tell me to show up, and no problem.
I appreciate the work that you put in for my dungeon. And as a reward to you three that defended my dungeon, you get to select one of the interns that did not show up to their post. And I will personally make an example of them.
Me?
Are you sure? It's not my place to question. Never mind.
Regis, did you question me?
I almost questioned you, yes, but no, I technically didn't.
I
don't think that counts.
Is that living statue an intern?
No, that's my best friend.
He was real sassy the last time I asked for instructions.
Is that statue an intern? No, he's my best friend. That was wonderful. I thought you said you didn't have friends, my lord.
I said you could not be my friend.
Tofu has redeemed a potency flux on Regis's lips. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this works. Target is absorbed into its weapon permanently. So I guess as he is sitting here talking to Lich Vezifal, his lips just disappear completely. What is this?
I told you not to question me.
Oh no!
Regis.
Can you give me my lips back?
It's kind of funnier this way.
I think we'll keep it this way for the rest of the day.
No!
I wrote that down in the notes.
Yep, I guess that music demon's still around there. You'll be in our arms, don't worry. We'll get him one day.
So, which intern do you guys want Lich Vezifal to deal with?
Interns are not alive.
I'm not about cutting people out, but I'll lean in closely to Vezifal and I just whisper, Elena. But she didn't show up for work, so basically, why don't we just keep that, put a pin in that, and if she does something wrong, I'll report it and
put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Regis will send me the name of your decision.
As you guys are talking, one of the other large interns that is currently on duty kind of wanders through the bar area, going down a corridor.
Wait,
That
what?
one. We picked that one.
Was this before? Is this before or after I whispered
After.
the one intern? Okay.
Good.
And
Good.
then,
So they don't know.
And then Cypress said that one. We picked that one.
I think his name is like something with a V or something. He said something very rude the other day. But I can't repeat it because it is so rude.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was so bad.
It was about you.
It was so bad that Sog had to.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was terrible. He's bad.
Hey, he does not like you.
No.
I
hate it here.
You're pretty okay.
You seem pretty good.
So silly.
Yes.
Not to like you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you. I see why you are. I see why you are Jim's favorite.
Did Jim say that?
You make the joke about kissing up there, but
we love Jim.
I'm. What's he gonna do? Kill me again? I'm being honest.
I thought Sog was a fangirl.
Lich Vezifal rolls a 92 for what?
To destroy the intern that they pointed out.
Okay. So whatever you did just lands. What exactly do you do?
I
turn him inside out, but leave him alive.
Do you ever see the
No.
There's a play that happens every now and then called The Wizard of Oz. And at the end of the film, water's dumped onto the witch, and the witch starts to shrivel up. You ever see that play?
Poor witch.
We are recreating. Well, we're gonna recreate it with this intern.
That's like
I can't wait. Gross.
song, I think.
We're gonna melt the intern.
Acid dumps from a random portal that opens up above the intern. And effectively, that exactly happens. Think Raiders of the Lost Ark at the very end when they open the Ark, face melting, the whole 9 yards. There is a pool of what used to be a Dargothian intern on the carpet. And the carpet is now stained with intern goo.
That's nasty.
Awesome! Yeah! That was cool!
That was disgusting.
Can you bring him back and do it again?
I can't.
Wow.
It happens again. The intern is suddenly and miraculously resurrected. She kind of like the goo kind of reforms her flesh and bones, and she stands up and she looks around like, and she turns around. Her eyes lock with the whole group, and then the same acid portal falls upon her, and you hear her scream, "Not again!" And again, a pool of goo on the carpet.
Is that what it looks like when I keep dying?
No, you just kind of fade out of existence.
Ghost, you've asked earlier what it's like to die, right?
Oh yeah.
I could bring her back so you can ask her.
I'm just curious if I'm the only one seeing stuff. So yeah, bring her back. I want to know what she saw each time.
All right.
She doesn't give a fun answer.
We are messed up.
Vezifal brings her back, and she has some pretty good instincts. She comes back and takes a quick breath and starts running as fast as she can.
Hold on, I want to try something out there.
Shorty, quit rubbing your belly button.
Did we
some decorum.
I'm taking the notes.
The bitch did bitch.
You need my big button.
Did you immobilize her before she could get away? I would assume.
She's gone. Of course I did.
She's gone.
I can get her. You want me to go get her?
Why don't you guys just let her go at this point? I think.
I got some.
I think
she's been made an example of. Yeah.
I think I am satisfied.
Oh, I wanted to try something cool.
I still immobilized her for you, but I'm not melting her again.
No, you don't gotta melt her.
That novelty's over.
If she, I don't see her on the map, but if she's still there, I'd like to fly up to her, please.
She gone.
What is happening in the world?
I don't know.
So, Tofu has redeemed a potency flux on the targeted intern. So as she rounded the corner, you hear Harold, the animated statue, go,
She's in here. You might want to take a look. It's rather intriguing.
We have a butler now?
Have a cab there.
It's amazing.
So you all enter into the side hallway and see that the intern is currently frozen. It looks as though she is afflicted by some sort of serious frostbite. And it appears that the spell, I'll put it that way, that Lich Vezifal has cast upon her with the acid is now a permanent thing that follows her around. However, it is not the giant waterfall of acid that he did. It's a smaller one that is clearly damaging, but also affording her the opportunity to heal up a little bit before the next kind of pour.
Being waterboarded with acid?
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. But she's frostbitten and frozen in place right now, so there's nothing she can do about it.
Okay, I'd like to try something. I had this wild thought. I want to see how it goes. I would like to fly into her, since I am incorporeal.
Okay.
And then I would like to find her heart and use telekinesis to crush her heart.
Roll an attack.
Wow.
Hold on, I gotta remember what my telekinesis counts as.
Let me make a notes about
this
that.
force damage.
My note is
notes.
playing with psychopaths.
I guess.
Yeah, it's important.
My notes.
Suddenly, we've all become psychopaths.
Not suddenly, you're just letting it be known now.
It's living out loud.
It's a little weird.
Is that your heart? Did I get it?
Toby crushes the intern's heart, and as her existence fades, this is the final time she has died, which means she is not resurrectable again. But because she's frozen and stationary, she crumbles to the ground, shattered, which in turn prevents Toby from being guarded from the acid pool that is dripping. So Toby, roll mischance 3 times. You take 200 points of acid damage.
Wow.
Bye, Toby.
Good spell.
Toby fades from existence, having been killed by a residual lich effect. And then he comes back, fading in quickly.
Oh, I have not been killed by acid rain before. That was pretty cool.
What'd you see?
Did you see I was able to go inside her and mess with her organ?
Yeah, that was terrifying. Don't ever do that to me or I will knock you out of existence myself, okay? Yeah, good, okay.
Cypress, you and me as buddies, right?
Sure, as long as you never do that to me, ever. You never look at me like that.
I didn't get a chance to fight against the new people, so I was thinking of what I could have done to help.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair. What did you see this time when you died?
There was just this large oblong kind of bird with like this weird stuff, and it just started screaming at me.
Oh.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay, that almost
yellow.
That sounds like one of the people from my village when I was little. We called her Granda.
Lich, I'm sorry, Regent Regis kind of gets your all attention.
Yes.
We should go down to the second level to show Lich Vezifal about the new additions to the dungeon.
Oh, yes. There's new additions to the dungeon.
Lower
Come along. This way.
Follow us.
and we're walking. Thank you.
All right, you
Can
guys
you tell
travel.
me how to get
to the second level of dungeon.
That's wonderful.
It's really good.
Maybe the big bird will be down here.
Ah.
The big yellow bird.
No, it wasn't yellow, but for some reason I got a feeling if you took some of them orange potatoes and cooked them up with it, they'd probably go pair real nice together.
True.
Oh, with the bird.
So, traveling down the second level, you go through some of the cavern corridors, if you will, and you stand in front of a portal that Grunkle has helped design with Shaman DeLog.
Grunkle, do you want to explain to Lich Vezifal what this is?
What was that?
You sound like my dad.
What? Repeat that one more time.
Do you want to say to Lich Vezifal what this is?
Oh yeah. So essentially, what's going to happen here is there is going to be a spell. Hang on 1 second here. Allow me to do this real quick. What's that not working? There's this one. All right. There's going to be a spell right about here, and it's going to minimize or miniaturize actually a person, and then they will appear in a maze that we can watch.
That is the most fascinating thing I've heard so far.
Oh yeah, if you just
who came up with this idea?
Oh, it was my idea. So the goal here is we've also made the quarters for the interns are in this space down here to our left. See down over here to our left. That's where the intern space are going to be, and we'll be able to put in maybe an office or something. And utilizing that space as they come and go, they can actually keep an eye on this maze up here, which I'm in the process of finishing. It won't take too much longer, maybe a week.
Fascinating.
And then the adventurers will go through there, and you can see them behave frantically. We'll put miniaturized monsters inside of there that will, destroy and kill and maim them. And if ever it looks like they're getting a chance and like they're going to make it to the other side, if you don't want them to go any further, I mean, just throw a boot over it into the maze. You'll be fine.
Just step on them.
Just a big old foot just coming on in at you.
Fight this, huh?
I will point out that they can't see us over on this side of the wall, but we can.
Damn, get killed by a giant foot.
How much longer till the second floor is complete? Reaches.
Not much.
Sorry, you have the notes from last time. Can you please tell Lich Vezifal how much time it takes?
Approximately 3.2 weeks.
Then you begun the process of hiring a floor boss for level 1.
Yes.
We haven't. We are. Shorty, stop it! You're putting me in a bad spot.
I believe what Shorty is trying to say is that the paperwork is processing through all the correct channels to get a boss for the level 1.
So what are you thinking? Golem, dragon,
something
vampire,
big.
something big.
Shorty, what did we have on the notes?
Yeah, Shorty, what did we have on the
Something
notes?
big.
Yeah, something big.
Like a vampire.
Wow.
A golem.
Powerful. Super.
I am impressed.
Okay, I'm thinking about that intern battle, right? And I'm thinking about what our good boy Grunkle, Mr. Grunkle did. He has the ability, besides doing all this rock shaping here, he can summon them rock creatures, right?
Right.
Oh.
So what if that final room before you come in is it looks deceptively empty, except there's lots of rocks littered around, and you're like, oh, this is a room full of boulders, right? Except instead, when they come in, it triggers, and they all roll together to be one giant rock man.
Wow.
And he squishes them.
Ooh.
Squish is good.
It is something big.
And powerful.
My understanding, them rock fellas, they're very loud.
So super scary.
Big.
Oh, yeah.
Loud. cheap to hire. Regis.
I mean,
put the paperwork through.
We already got the rocks, you know.
Shorty, put the paperwork through!
Does that mean
make a note?
Vanessa's office? I mean, take care of the paperwork?
My esteemed assistant thought he was gonna be the one to do it.
Here, crawl taters.
Sure.
Lord Vezifal, can I please have my lips back?
Only
Put him on his butt.
Hey,
Please!
Your best and you're
Can I have
behind.
my lips back?
fine. Have your lips back.
Can you say Sally sells seashells by the seashore before you do the
Please help my people!
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you! Having lips again, I can finally speak! Oh, it's so painful to try to get a point across and you think to yourself, I sound like a crawtator!
You know, in none of that time did you think maybe being loud was not the key to your clarity?
What are you talking about? I'm speaking in a normal volume right now!
Yes, we can tell.
It's a good thing
great.
I'm already dead.
We like the bass line. It's very good.
My lord,
There is no normal.
We will put the paperwork in on that, yes. However, I too have a minorly important question. We were speaking at our last meeting about putting some of the central dungeon team here on this level. Is that still what your heart desires?
Evil
and I
heart.
both. I don't even have a heart anymore.
Me
It's
the one in the
I lost
factory.
it in a game of blackjack, and you just keep reminding me.
I'm so sorry, my lord. It's what your evil mind desires.
If it makes you feel any better, sir, I do not have one of those hearts.
I have a heart.
Wait.
You can't have it this time.
I have an important question for you, sir. You say you play blackjack? Are you a gambling man?
I am indeed a gambling man.
You and I play some cards over who owns this dungeon.
Everyone is like staring around at each other like, is that a thing? Can that be done?
Is that legal?
What would be there to stop him if you wanted to just kill you and take it back?
You are a funny creature.
I try.
But not today.
All right.
Unfortunately, of the 4 dungeons I set up, this is the last one remaining.
Oh, that's a terrible track record.
25%.
4 dungeons? You didn't tell me that!
Always have a backup plan, Regis.
Or backup plans.
Those other plans have failed miserably. What makes you think this one's going well?
Technically, you're the backup
Regis.
plan.
Regis. You can't mess up as bad as dungeon number 3. They created a room. They created a room of infinitely spawning man-eating gerbils. Nothing could go wrong. Except the intern left the door open.
Interns ate the whole countryside. I'm sorry, gerbils.
It was an intern's idea. It sounded fantastic at the time. It was approved.
I like
by the
Shorty's just crossing something out right now.
No
Shorty,
gerbils.
make a note for me, please. No gerbil waterfalls in the dungeon.
Oh, that was my next suggestion. Imagine the squeals.
I've got that down.
Would do any better.
What's that?
Would a guinea pig be superior to a gerbil?
Do you think an intern will remember to keep the door closed?
See, don't let an intern do it. Or they only spawn like 100 and then they have to stop. Yeah.
My lord, speaking of dungeon traps and things of that nature, Shaman DeLog has been hard at work developing a type of spell that will trigger within a room that reverses gravity. So when someone steps within the confines of the room, they immediately fall up and are kind of trapped against the ceiling. They can die of attrition or starvation or simply just a good poke to the rib with a sharp spear. But as great of a trap
Jesus,
that
sounds terrible.
We kind of would like to place it on the first level of the dungeon. Would you be okay with us taking that atrium entry area and turning that into the gravity reversal space?
Is that where the pit is?
No, the outside of Jim's office.
Oh, okay.
The vestibule.
Yes.
Only if you give us a button that lets us turn it on and off on Jim.
I'm pretty sure he would just throw something quite hard and crush you with his supreme anger.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Hey, listen,
Cyrus.
I have finished the architect plans for the maze.
Grunkle's actually working and we're not. Oh, it's beautiful.
What if you put the gerbils?
Those are so straight lines. Look at those straight lines.
Masterful.
Yeah.
Regis, you have my approval to move it to the first floor.
Yes.
After all, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, it's certainly not a gerbil waterfall.
Infinitely spawning gerbils. That's what the worst thing that could happen.
As far as the central services, what do you want down here in this office area?
You would need so much mulch.
Now, for the record,
kind of sprung that on me, Regis. I would have needed time to think about what I wanted down here.
Well, actually, Shorty has a list, right? The list of central services we planned on moving down here.
All right, Shorty, give me the list.
Can I just summon one single gerbil on Regent Regis's shoulder?
I wanted to hear what Grandpa had to say.
I just want to see what will happen if he freaks out. I'm asking you, Mr. David, there.
Oh, I don't care. Go for it.
I do that then.
Okay. A gerbil appears on his shoulder. Grunkle, what were you saying?
Yeah, Grandpa.
Nothing.
No, come on. What were you gonna say?
I didn't
great.
Speaking out loud, actually.
He can't remember. Surprise, surprise.
Well,
so what I was going to say was actually out of character. What I was going to say is I had already sectioned off this area over here with a big wall of stone. So I'm just hoping he doesn't realize that I've saved a little bit of space.
No one realizes it. It looks like a sheer wall.
It's Grunkle's nook. Look away.
Toby floats over to Grunkle because he knows he can summon two. Hey, Grunkle, why don't you summon a gerbil on the other shoulder?
I'm not messing with that guy. He doesn't on people.
Hey, I have a cost effectiveness idea. Can we just use the maze to double as a daycare?
Who has children here?
Yeah.
You don't?
We actually, we do have one intern who's on maternity leave, so...
Do I look like I have children? Are you trying to say something, Sog? What are you trying to say?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Sog. I thought you was a child.
Yeah, I thought you were tiny little baby boy. What are you? What are you talking about?
How old are you in sock years?
Yeah.
What?
How many lines?
Do you have sock children? Sock children?
Yeah,
do you have sock children? No. I don't wear socks.
Alright.
I
can't even with you.
I probably have populated a small continent, but I have for that.
I'm just saying, if you throw a bunch of kids in the maze, they can't get out, and we don't have to watch them. They just wander around.
I mean, they can't get out.
Not in this maze, because
the
this
maze-
maze will have deadly traps and...
The maze is
Then they will learn important lessons, Grunkle.
Children are actually quite clever.
For food.
Crafty. Crafty is what they are.
Speaking of crafty, Shorty, what was that list of central services we needed in here?
Oh.
Yes, Shorty. What is that list of central services we need out here?
That was a meeting day, and I didn't get as many notes taken.
Whoops.
I don't
Regis,
know.
what's this? This is your assistant. Her failure to take notes goes on you. Surely you learned that.
I promise, we talked about,
I might have some shorthand
But clearly-
somewhere.
Clearly,
all your notes are shorthand, Shorty.
With all due respect, Mr. Lich, sir, if you look at our friend Shorty here, I believe she was having a bit of a hand cramp that day, and I think given the circumstances, maybe we could understand. We've only got like 2 pairs of hands between all of us.
I see.
It's true.
So what I think we need down here,
And yet we are the best option available.
we clearly need a chief intern to manage the other interns.
Not it.
Management? I think I was born for management.
Especially as we're opening a new floor and we're going to be doubling our numbers of interns.
Oh.
What?
I vote for Grunkle.
Yes.
Our marketing team is doing a phenomenal job. They're sending cookies next week. They said, quote unquote, it took a village to make.
Are they chewy or crunchy?
A little crunchy.
What a terrible callback! If you want to know what that references, go watch Critical Dawn's pilot episodes. Wow, that was. Ooh.
I guess that answers Davied's last question.
Oh man, we're
We're also
take.
gonna need a mark. So sorry.
No, you're good. We're gonna take a quick minute here to do our dice giveaway. We're gonna go ahead and make that word cookies. Cookies is the word to type in chat to win a pair of wonderful blue dice.
A pair?
A grouping?
A set?
A sack?
Set.
No, set.
No, I mean they come in a little. See, they go.
You would call
Come in a baggie.
So a sack.
Baggy. A
sack of
baggy.
dice.
A baggy sack of dice. There we go.
Baggy sack. Cool.
Done.
Hey,
Yep.
So,
I'm sure that you could come up with a whole list of central management that we need down here.
Oh, we need a bakery. Yeah.
you know, I did hear that Zumi, that sleepy lady talking in her sleep. Apparently, there's a village out there somewhere that makes the best darn baked goods you'll ever hear.
what's the name of it?
The Mudville or something along those lines.
It doesn't sound appetizing.
I mean, that's just the place.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be known for baking the best cookies or baked goods or whatever, you should be called, like, I don't know, Baked Goodsville. I don't know. That's just the first one off the top of my head.
Yeah, real good. Real good.
Thank you, Sog.
If I remember my history enough,
You and I are gonna go round and round.
it's something about mud.
I will shred you.
They also raise pigs as like a primary resource.
Like money.
Okay, Baker's Pigville.
Baker's Pigville.
Yeah,
Nice.
you know. It's very clever. I'm very.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's been a tour, hasn't it, my lord? Shall
It's
we
been
travel back upward?
yes.
No.
I grow wary of this place.
Regis.
Before you leave, I do got a question for you again. One last one, I think.
Another one?
He's full of them.
So let's just say at the end of the dungeon, do you got a plan for one of them gift shops where we can have merchandise in case somebody makes it through? They're like, I survived Lich Vezifal's dungeon and all I got was this t-shirt.
Don't we have a shop set up already?
Or do you still do those photos where you're like, and you're like, oh, I got real scared there.
Or commemorative photos of where your other party died, like their dead bodies.
So you gotta remember the trauma.
Yeah. In case you get forget.
They pay like $19.95 to take home a nice frame set of that.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty, did you write that down?
Part of it.
The people in the outside world, they like to do these rooms that are like dungeons, and like they do it as entertainment. It's crazy.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like we should head up.
You think we could market ourselves as one of those try and escape theirs? But they're actually gonna die and we're gonna take their stuff?
They don't need to know that. They can sign one of their waivers.
Nobody reads those.
Lich Vezifal, it has been such a wonderful time to have you here. Is there anything else? You get in the back or I'll throw you in the laundry. Is there anything else that we can serve you in, my lord?
You didn't talk to Vanessa.
Do I need to talk to Vanessa?
Do we have to talk to her?
I feel like if she finds out you visited and didn't see her, she will be sobbing in everyone's ear for the next couple of weeks. So maybe to keep productive,
maybe
pop in.
Or just like write her a note and be like,
just pop in and say I don't love you.
Good job.
Maybe Toby's the right man. Who knows? Love has more.
She's got a hold on Toby you wouldn't believe.
I can sense it.
I actually think Toby is just clinging on, you know?
Yeah, that's what they do say that about them spirits.
Or how'd the tour go?
The tour went great.
I'd say 10 out of 10.
Gerbils are a bad idea.
Yeah,
Your
no gerbils.
interns have proven themselves worthy of this dungeon.
That sounds like a backhanded compliment, honestly. We're worthy of dungeon number 4.
But I mean, it's your dungeon.
Dungeon
so
number 1 now.
We're number
It's
one.
on how you spin it
Number
there,
one.
Toby.
Eh.
You know what? We could probably use when this thing's done and we have our ribbon cutting ceremony. We could probably give out awards or something. You know.
Could be fun.
Yeah, you know, we could set examples for your next few dungeons that you're gonna design.
Most likely to curse.
All right.
Where'd you go, buddy?
But do me a favor.
He's in the back.
If y'all do end up speaking to Vanessa, do not mention to her that I lost 3 dungeons. She made a comment many years ago that I never forgave her for.
Oh, what was it there?
That I could not build the perfect dungeon.
Any source for you?
So, what's this information worth to you?
I
Or
wrote
so
that
I will
down.
kick you with my foot.
No need to worry about that. That's
Why do you look like you enjoy it?
So I don't know how well you hold up against the acid bucket, but I wouldn't want to be in the
We won't tell Vanessa a thing. Our lips very sealed. We never shut up.
No, Sword, get back here!
Jim goes bounding down the hallway chasing Sog.
I don't have lips. Vanessa, I'm coming!
And Toby's following behind.
Let me go! Put me down, Jim!
So this is one of those classic scenarios where Sog is more quick and agile because he's so small. And Jim is having a real tough time trying to catch him. So they're literally just going down the hallway. It's like a giant trying to pick up a ball or something. It's like
Meanwhile, I'm just
microscopic.
phasing through everything.
Exactly. So we are going to go ahead and do our drawing right quick like. So let us prepare our hearts and our minds. Last chance for cookies. Plot twist, Vezifal had stood Vanessa up on a date, which is why he hasn't insisted on seeing Vanessa. Interesting, Tofu. Interesting take. Definitely interesting.
Probably makes sense. But to be honest, he doesn't realize he was probably stood up too because she's working 24/7. She wouldn't have shown up anyhow.
So they both made a date and never showed up to it. All right, we're rolling.
They don't know whose ball is in whose court.
Tofu, you have won some dice. Congratulations.
Yay, Tofu!
Great job. We will send you some dice tomorrow, amongst other things I got to send out tomorrow. So great job. So, is there anything, Lich Vezifal, you would like to say to the rest of the interns and your staff before we...
Speech.
Speech.
So, am I getting paid yet or no?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't mark the check.
Subparagraph 42.
You were supposed to read what things before you sign them.
I was
I know.
distracted by Vanessa's beauty.
Classic.
All right, so speech. All right, everybody.
All the dungeons I've ever run, you are one.
There was once, a long time ago, a simple lad had a dream. And that dream was to build the perfect dungeon. And as I look around me today, I can say we are at least on the first step of accomplishing that dream. And that's thanks to you. All of you put in the tiniest bit of effort to making my dream a reality. And I appreciate all the work that you kind of put into this.
I thought we were further along than that, Sog.
And for that,
step 4.
And for that effort, I will of course give Regis the reward of 1,000 gold to divvy up as he sees fit.
Thank you. What a generous offer.
Oh, great. We work for an idiot.
So we might get paid something.
We're not going to see any of that, are we?
Nope.
No, can demand it.
I wish you all well in making my dungeon the greatest of all time.
Sure.
Now,
Yep.
I will see you in my next
Those spawning gerbils.
No spawning gerbils. It's a bad idea. We're not doing it again.
This one here. How did it get on me? What is going on now?
It took you long enough.
Fine.
Hey, when do you think you might be back again around these parts? I ask, not planning to tell Vanessa.
When a hero of note comes into this dungeon and is slain, I shall once more return.
What does that note need to say?
I am a hero.
Like a doctor's note or like...
I think they carry notes that says that they are heroes, and then we can kill them.
They have to have a note from the Heroes Guild
Okay.
declaring that they're Mm-hmm.
Like when you go hunting, you got.
It's a guild now.
A hunter.
It's a guild.
Otherwise, people think, like, oh no, he's hurting that animal, and you're like, no, I have permission.
Now, I might help get this hero if you could get a treasure worthwhile into this dungeon.
Of course. Friendship count as.
I was just about to ask that.
That would be something that Regis would have to set up as previously.
I'm a national treasure. Does that count?
No.
What nation, Solg?
Octopia.
Well, thank you for your inspection, my lord. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy immortality and the rest of time.
Yep. Don't let the door hit you.
I'm gonna try to win my heart back. You guys enjoy yourselves.
Good luck.
And that is where we are going to end it this evening. We will hang out and chat here for a moment. My personal vendetta is to find something equally as annoying to annoy the cast with. That's Bill Collins. We will see you next week. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube, become a patron. Keep a lookout and tune in tomorrow night, or tonight if you're listening to this on Wednesday, to Critical Dawn. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!